reaction to the government's DND's update on our ISIS mission? What did you think of what they said?
Well, there's a couple things I think Canadians would find shocking. One is that the training mission has been ramped down while the advise and assist role has been ramped up, which we support because we originally sent our Special Operations Forces members there to do advise and assist. Unfortunately, we're going to see less transparency from this government. And when we were government, they used to call out that we weren't sharing enough information. Well, we now know that when our troops come under fire, that information will not be made available to the public. So we aren't going to have any accountability here. There's no transparency. And I think we're all very disappointed that the government has been just so hypocritical when they said that there's going to be increased transparency.
The minister says he's keeping this information close to his chest because of operational security.
Well, we know that all of our allies release this information after operations occur. We expect the same type of standard that we set as government, that the Liberal government will follow through on that. We know that in this day and age of social media and our coalition partners talking about the various battles that are going to occur, especially as we ramp up the mission against ISIS in Mosul, that there is going to be situations where our troops will be at or near the front line. Canadians deserve to know exactly what is happening, and we call upon the government to be transparent and accountable and allow our military to provide the technical briefings on a more ongoing basis.
The minister seems to indicate, though, that giving this information could allow Daesh to draw patterns and know some weaknesses and basically hurt us more. You don't think that's true?
You see the hypocrisy in this, and that when they were the third party, they continually called for more information, which we did share. He's withholding this information, hiding behind a so-called skirt of national security interests. We respect that, but it doesn't change the fact that after a battle's taken place, that there should be information shared with the Canadians to know about the efforts that are being undertaken by the brave men and women of the Canadian Armed Forces who are doing this not only in defense of our allies, in defense of the people of Iraq, but also in defense of Canada, because ISIS did declare war on us here.
And just to be clear, on the fact that they are spending more time on the front lines and there are more exchanges of fire on the front lines, does that pose a problem to you? Or, as you were saying, you wanted them to do advise and assist, so you're okay with that part?
We want to make sure that they're safe, because they don't have all the tools at their disposal that they would have if it was a normal combat operation. But they are in command control, advise and assist roles, so they are going to be near harm's way. So as long as they have the ability to exchange fire, but as well, we deserve to know, as the opposition, we deserve to know as Canadians exactly what our troops are doing over there and how they are progressing. We know that this information will be shared by other coalition partners, and so Canadians deserve to be informed in the same manner.
Are you getting any back channel information about what's going on over there yourself, like your party? Or?
Look, we are always reaching out for information on how things are progressing when it comes down to Operation Impact. We are very supportive of the men and women in uniform who are over there doing the job that they've been tasked with, and we know that they'll do it in a fine way and in a normal manner. But at the same time, we do expect that if there is exchanges of fire, if there is offenses that have been undertaken or that they've been put on the defensive, that not at real time, but within a few days, we'd expect that information be shared with Canadians.
Is that a no then? You're not aware of any, you haven't heard any back channel information about what's going on over there?
Look, we're always reaching out and trying to get as much information as we can.